Hey, welcome back to Better Than Yourself. Today on Better Than Yourself, the Masontops Complete Mason Jar Fermentation Kit. This thing's awesome. This is everything that you need to start fermenting at home. All you need to do is grab this kit and a couple of mason jars. There's some links to mason jars on Amazon for cheap down below. But with this kit, this is everything that you need to do fermentation. You've seen this in bits and pieces in a lot of my other videos. You've seen the pickle packer, the pickle pipes, the pickle pebbles. You've seen everything in this kit. What I want to do on this video today is show you how it all fits together all at once, and we can do a fermentation of some real nice kind of Middle Eastern turnips. We're going to ferment those and make some kind of probiotic turnips that you can snack on. But this is great. Let's pop this kit open and I'll show you everything that you get in the kit. They sent me one of these. I had been doing my fermenting videos using bits and pieces of this. This is a really nice kit. You get the pickle pipes that I've shown you in the past, and they've got them all really nicely packed in here. But they've got all four colors of the pickle pipes that you can see are the nice silicone caps that replace the canner top. When you're using mason jars, these fit on a wide mouth mason jar, and you don't have to burp your ferments. There's a little vent in the top of each one of these. So these work great for keeping your ferment safe from bugs and oxygen. There is the Pickle Packer that is a nice piece of acacia wood. This, I've actually run mine through the dishwasher a couple of times. You've seen mine. So they hold up. This is about 18 months old, I would say. And I don't take good care of it. I wash it off as I'm using it. Every once in a while I'll run it through the dishwasher and then just rub some coconut oil or some mineral oil or something like that. Just once it's dry and still warm from the dishwasher, I'll just put a little bit of oil on especially on the end surfaces here. But these will hold up super nice. Like I said, it's about 1.5 years old and there's just a tiny little nick. So these really stand up. These are great for packing down some ferments and getting stuff moving around in the jar. And you've seen me even like stir ferments with these things, moving the ferment around in the jar with the pickle packer. Some news about this brand new pickle packer. If you want this pickle packer, stay tuned to the end of this video as well, and I'll talk about how I'm giving this away to one of you guys. And then finally is the pickle pebbles. You get 4 pickle pebbles in the kit. You've seen me using these all the time. These are basically the weight that fit down inside the jar and hold all the vegetables under the brine and keep any mold from happening above. This is just a solid piece of glass weight. It's like a big paperweight that it's, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of an inch thick by exactly as big around as a wide mouth jar. So here, I've shown you everything in the kit. Let's make something out of the cookbook just for fun. This is a really high quality cookbook, really nicely printed on glossy paper, and it goes over, what is fermentation, the benefits of fermentation, how it all works, some tips about what to do and how to use the different components of the kit. And then they get into some great recipes. They start with sauerkraut, something that you can do right off without really putting too much energy into it. And then a couple of different flavors of kraut. And I fell upon this one here. I think I want to do this for the demonstration of how to use this kit, is the fermented turnips. Do you ever go to like the Afghan restaurant or the Lebanese restaurant, and they bring out that little tiny tray of pickles, and there's some little kind of pink, whitish root vegetable in there that are really tart, and they're delicious? They're turnips. I grabbed some turnips at the farmer's market yesterday, and I wanted to literally go over how to make that dish with the lactobacteria and some turnips from the farmer's market and a little bit of beet to give you that nice color and a couple of spices that we can throw in to really get that authentic taste. So let's put our fermenting kit to work here and make our first ferment with our Masontops Complete Fermentation Kit. So to make your fuchsia fermented turnips from page 24 of the Masontops Cookbook, just gather up your ingredients. You'll need a beet, you'll need 3 turnips, a couple of cloves of garlic, some salt, and some chili flake. So the first step in fermenting our turnips is just going to get them cleaned up, get them ready to go in the jar. So let's make ourselves a little bit of room here. And we're going to trim these turnips, and then we're going to make basically like big fat bâton out of them, big julienne. So make yourself some room. Don't leave your cutting board crowded. I like to do just cut the top off, cut the root off, parallel to the top end. And then these are pretty clean. I'm just gonna give these a quick scrub, I think, before I ferment them. The recipe tells you to peel them. You can peel them. Some people will tell you that a lot of the nutrients are in the peel and they like to leave the peel intact. Some people will tell you, oh my God, you're fermenting root vegetables. You've got to get all the dirt off. Dirt has E. coli in it and you're gonna die if you eat root vegetables that haven't been boiled to death. Not true. We're doing lactofermentation. The lactic acid is going to kill all of the things that make these, you know, bad for you. All those toxins, all those things that when you're canning, if I were to can these things, yeah, I'd scrub them for about a day and then I'd boil them for about 2 days and can them in the canning jar. With lactic acid fermentation, you don't do that. All of those things are out the window. This is so much easier. There's literally no risk involved when you're doing this. There hasn't been a case of food poisoning from fermented vegetables in this country ever. You can't, I mean, literally, if it smells bad, throw it away. If it smells good, if it looks good, then eat it. It's, you know, then it worked. If it, you know, bubbles and ferments, then you know it's good. You don't have to worry about those things that our grandmothers worried about when they were preparing food for the winters. So let's just give these a quick scrub. Where's my beet? Do the same to the beet. The beet, I think I'm going to peel. The beet is pretty scary looking. You can leave it. I kind of think about what I'm making, how I want it to look when I take it out of the jar and put it on a plate and serve it to my dinner guests. So I don't think I want this on my plate. I'm going to peel this and clean this up. I kind of like this texture. That's going to look kind of cool. So I'll be right back with you. All right, now once you've got all your vegetables washed and peeled and your garlic cleaned up, it's just a matter of making something pretty that can go in the jar. So what I want to do with these is just slice them about 1/2 inch thick into discs here. And then each one of these 1/2 inch thick in this direction. Right? You want to, the only thing that I like to do, you know, not completely necessary, if you can, if you've got a good sharp knife and some knife skills, try to cut these all about the same size so that when you serve them, you won't have big ones that didn't get fermented all the way through. If they're not perfect, don't stay up at night. But try to do 2 at once. We tuck our fingers, remember our claw technique, the knife goes up and down on your knuckle. Move the stuff out of the way. As you're slicing these, you might remember why you quit eating turnips. They smell a little bit. I'm smelling kind of that sulfurous smell. I'm smelling kind of a, you know, almost like radish, that strong radish smell you get. But that's gonna go away. That's the great thing about fermenting. These flavors change, these flavors evolve into something that it didn't taste like when you started. And you might find that some vegetables that you didn't think you would like, you suddenly like fermented. But let's get, oh here, slice up our garlic too. Just some little slices would be cute. I've got about 5-6 cloves of garlic here. And then just sort of layer them in the jar. Try to get some beet in with each of the slices. You know, a couple of turnips, a couple of beets. Don't forget your garlic. I've got, recipe calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of chili flake. Kind of add that as we go. I think we're gonna end up with 2 jars worth. Let's cut up this other turnip real quick. I think we've actually got enough for 2 jars. I think I'm gonna make one with pepper and one without. My wife isn't real big into spicy red pepper, so I think the answer here is we'll divvy up our beets and our turnips over 2 jars. Add the garlic to both jars, and we'll do hot pepper in just 1. All right, quick board flip, change the scenery, get our jars. All right, so we've got our plain and we got our hot pepper one going here. Grab our pickle pebbles, drop those right into place. And you can see they fit right down inside these wide mouth jars perfectly. And we're ready, just give them a little push. Buy yourself just a little bit of headspace there, just a little bit of room. All right, next the brine mixture is gonna be just 2 cups of warm water. This is non-chlorinated, unchlorinated water. You can filter some water with like a Brita pitcher. You can use bottled water. You can use distilled water. Not really worth the expense. You know, just try to find some. I would save my money up and buy a Brita and filter my water. The Brita's great. It really takes out chlorine, chloramine, impurities, any kind of weird stuff that you might want to be drinking. Filtered water is probably the best. This is well water that I have, so I don't worry about any of that. And then to 2 cups of water, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of salt. You can use, this is Himalayan mountain salt, you know, Himalayan pink salt, which is just ground up salt from inside the Himalayan mountains. Or you can, this is Celtic gray salt, which is sea salt with some other minerals in it that make it gray looking. I think I'm gonna do some Celtic salt for this ferment this week. 2 teaspoons in 2 cups. We'll give that a little stir. We will just pour the brine right over the top. We'll come right up to the top with the fluid, with the brine. Here we've got a little bit of a floater, but I'm not going to worry about it because I've got my pickle pipe. I'm going to put that in place, screw on the top, and this is ready for fermenting. This I'm going to put in a cabinet for a couple of weeks. Here I can just kind of give it a little spin and get all those peppers to sink down in there. Gorgeous. Looks like we used a cup. I think we're going to be good here. Let's add the 2nd cup of brine to our 2nd jar. If you and your housemates all like hot peppers, then you can just make 1 jar. Here I need to make separate hot pepper jars for people that don't like that hot in their ferments. Yeah, that came out nice. Look at that. I've got just enough to cover up the glass. We will go ahead and put our pickle pipe on the top of this one, secure it in place with a ring, extra little twist to make sure it's on there good, and we're ready to go. So I'll put these in the cabinet for a couple of weeks, and in a couple of weeks I will have some fuchsia colored fermented turnips. So these look gorgeous. Thank you to the Masontops company for sending me this stuff. And I think we're gonna have some great ferments with our Masontops Complete Fermentation Kit. All right, so we've got our turnips ready to go here. These will sit in the cabinet for a couple of weeks before we give those a taste. Well, we didn't get to use the pickle packer for this one, but you saw it get used in the cabbage fermenting video, making sauerkraut. If you want to check that, it's right here. But these things are awesome, and if you want this one, I want to give this one away. To win this pickle packer, all you need to do is share this video on your favorite social media with the hashtag #BetteredOnYourself. Hashtag #BetteredOnYourself. So I guess we're looking at, this is the first week of November. By Black Friday, I'm gonna give this thing away on Black Friday. I will go through all of the social media posts that I can find that are tagged hashtag #BetteredOnYourself, and I'll pick my favorite one with somebody who wants to win this, and I will shoot you an email. So go ahead and share this video on social media, hashtag #BetteredOnYourself, and on Black Friday I'll pick out my favorite and I'll go ahead and I'll mail this pickle packer to you. You want this, it's cool, you need one. But other than that, that's the end of this video. Oh, I promised you savings. Not only did I get Masontops to send me this great fermenting stuff, but they also said they'd open up a deal to all my viewers. If you want to pick up some, even just a package of pickle pipes, or maybe you've got a friend that you're buying for the holidays that needs one of these and you can't win one, you can buy one. Go ahead and follow the link below. Down in the bottom of the description, I've got a link to my shopping page on the Masontops website. Go there, and right on the first page, you'll see that you can use the shopping code BetterDone. And if you go ahead and buy one of each thing, or maybe just one thing, from the website, and go ahead and use that shopping code, Better Done, and you can get 10% off your entire order at Masontops just by using the coupon code Better Done. So hit the link down there. Share this video out to the world and hashtag Better Done Yourself and win yourself a pickle packer. And in a couple of weeks, maybe around Christmas time, we can be enjoying some Lebanese food with some fermented fuchsia turnips. But that's all for this week, you guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and leave all your comments below. And I love answering the comments. That's what I live for. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.